Here is 7-2, example 2. We're simplifying each expression. We're assuming all variables are positive, so we do not need to use absolute value. So again, we're talking about square roots. So we're going to break up each thing into perfect squares. These are things that multiply by themselves twice. I know that 50 can be 25 times 2. So I'm going to break this up into square root of 25 times square root of 2. And then the x to the 5th, I'm going to write that with my exponent trick. Divide the exponent by the index, and this becomes 2 remainder 1. Okay? So then each of these things is going to come down to an answer. This is going to be 5. The radical is going to stay in there. So it's going to stay in there as a 2. 2 x's jump out. So this part is x squared. 1x stays underneath. Now I'm going to draw arrows, colored arrows, to see where each part of this answer comes from up here. The square root of 25 goes to there. The square root of 2 stays right there. The 2 from the exponent, x squared, goes right there. And lastly, the 1 remainder, because that's not a whole number, 1x stays under the radical right there. Continuing on. Now the problem is when we have cube roots. Square roots you guys are all used to working with. Cube roots becomes much more difficult because you're looking for a factor of 54 that's a perfect cube. Here's my recommendation. I wrote it on the bottom of the notes. If you have no idea where to start, if you have no idea where to start, then try cube root of 54 in your calculator. Let's see, cube root of 54 equals. That number's 3.7. That means you're looking for integers that are smaller than this. So we're thinking of a 1 or 2 or 3. One of the factors of those numbers is going to be the perfect cube. So let's cube these and see what we get. Well, that's 1, that's 8, that's 27. 3 cubed is 27. Aha! 27 does go into 54. So you can break it up like this. Cube root of 27 times cube root of 2. 27 times 2 is 54. And then we'll do the same exponent trick. N 8 over 3. And this is going to be 2 remainder 2. So let's break down all these answers. This becomes 3. We're going to have part of stuff left under the radical, and it's going to be cube root. There's a 2 left underneath there, and then we have 2 n's, so that's n squared, and 2 left underneath, like that. Again, here comes some colors. The cube root of 27 is 3. Radical 2 goes right there. And then the 2 n's go right there. And then lastly, the 2 in the remainder stays under the radical.